bring it down to 3 months old. So, it sucks. If it's good, it's good.
Okay. This is a late live, but I'm just gonna talk. Because I got a lot on my mind about this video and the reason why it's taking me so long to do it. I literally just finished filming another, and sorry for the long pause, I had to turn on some lo-fi music. I didn't want it to be just silent and you hear the air conditioning things blowing. But I just finished finished filming a video of me talking about why it's so hard to make this video about the live stream about NewJeans. There's just so much going on with this whole thing. I'm gonna try to like talk about as much of it as I can. I'm not gonna go in detail on anything. I think there's several YouTubers that have already done that. I'm not gonna do that on my video, because as detailed as I wanted to go into it, don't really feel like this is the right, I don't think I should do it. I don't think I should do it. I just don't. But I am making a video nonetheless talking about it and what I think is going on. But I'm just worried about the girls right now, because while I could say it was admirable or bold of them to come out and do this live stream without Hive or Adore knowing it, which was very admirable, but at the same time, it was a bad thing to, like, how do I say this? I don't think they should have requested Minhee Jin back. I don't. It's just not a good idea. Again, it's like, in one sense, it's like, oh, I can't say too much against NewJeans, but at the other hand, it's like, I feel strongly that they are not acting on their own, and that whole live stream was not really much about them. It was more so about Minhee Jin and getting her back, and them not being satisfied or happy with what Hype has given them. And then they're saying that there's mistreatment or mismanagement and all this other stuff that they're claiming that Hybe is doing. I don't know if that's true or not. I have no clue. All I know is I'm worried about NewJeans right now, because I don't think that they are going to bounce back from this. Again, I've seen people talk about Jungkook's alleged support. I don't know if he's actually referring to them or not, but if you put two and two together, you could probably figure out whether he is or isn't. I would just wait for him to say, but I don't think he is, because it's K-pop. They're not going to say that they're supporting anybody specifically, especially in this situation. And it's just like, there's so many moving pieces. There's still the trial thing that's going on, investigation or whatever. It's just too much. And so this is why I didn't want to cover Minhyejin and NewJeans in the first place. After I did my I'm done video, he's supposed to be done, but it's like, I feel like the girls are just not, I feel like they're not acting on their own. That's my concern. I feel like they're not acting on their own. That's why I'm worried that their careers are in trouble. And I just don't think they should have did this. Aggro Rich. Hello. Welcome to my stream. I literally just started not too long ago. I don't even know, like, I don't even do streams this late, but I really have a lot on my mind, and I need to kind of, I guess, talk to someone who knows or understands what's going on, like what I'm feeling. I just want to know if I'm the only one who feels the way I feel about this situation with NewJeans. I don't know if you are familiar with what's going on with NewJeans, what has been going on with NewJeans. But I'm just looking for some, if anybody does come in, you know, if they know about anything, or how do you feel about what's going on? Because I feel like I said, I'm trying to make a video, but I don't know if I'm going to actually finish it. I might just scrap it completely, because I already filmed a video like minutes before turning this live stream on. And I'm definitely going to upload that one. If not this week, then next week. I'm going to have to cut a lot of what I said down, though, because I was saying way too much. But basically, I'm doing this because I agree with that. I hate Minhyejin and don't understand why the girls keep defending her. I also get Hybe isn't 100% innocent. Exactly. I feel the same way. Like, I don't know if what the girls are saying about the mismanagement and mistreatment of Hybe is true, or if it's just Minhyejin possibly speaking through the girls, right? That's my feeling, that she's speaking through the girls. That's what I feel. Could be wrong, and it could totally be just them, but I feel like the things that they said in the live stream, you know, I feel like she's behind some aspect of this. And yeah, Hybe is not completely innocent. They're not 100% innocent, and I don't think any K-pop company is 100% innocent. I think all of them have dirty hands. All of them. Don't know to what degree or capacity, but I do agree that all of them have dirty hands. And Minhyejin is just, she's honestly, and I don't mean to be mean, but like, she's a trashy person. She's a very trashy person. I would never have her around minors doing anything. I wouldn't be surprised if she was using the girls in the last ditch effort to get back at Hybe. And that's my suspicion. That's my suspicion, is that she is using the girls in that way. I feel like it. It just has her fingerprints all over this. The live stream, like, because then you have to think about, if you get rid of Minhyejin, and like, you have to think about would NewJeans take this action to make a YouTube account to do a live stream? Would they do that on their own? Would they just come up with that whole idea on their own? I just, could they? Yes. They're not stupid. They can do whatever, like, they want. But would they come up with this on their own? Now, I don't know them well enough to actually make that determination, but the way that they talk about Minhee Jin, like they can't function properly without her, I wouldn't be surprised if she said some, because like, okay, I don't know if you have seen like the 2-hour press conference, the first one she did. Minhee Jin said that, and I'm trying to remember exactly what I said. I might mess up some of the stuff she said, but I believe she said that the girls called her at one point. Now, some people don't believe this, but I believe that this happened. That the girls actually called her and tried to comfort her and all this stuff. The reason why I say I believe it is because the relationship between Minhee Jin and the girls have been kind of weird to me. I've never seen quite like something like this before in K-pop. And I understand from the aspect of we're young, we need a role model, someone to look up to. We want that role model back. We've been with Minhee Jin for 3 years. It doesn't make sense to take her out of the equation because she has been that like mother figure, parental figure for us throughout the 3 years that we've been acting as a group. You know, they said that she's integral to our identity, which I understand, I think, what they mean, but at the same time, saying something as extreme as she is integral to our identity, it just, I don't know, something about that statement doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't sit right with me. You know, these girls are, most of them are out of the puberty phase as far as the physical development, right? They are developed and developing into women physically. But there's the emotional development, there's the cognitive development, there's the moral development, the identity development. And I say identity development because according to identity development, you know, not all adolescent people, and I know they're past the stage of adolescence for the most part, with the exception of maybe the youngest, who's like 16. But in the identity development process, which is something that goes on throughout your life, so it doesn't really end just because your puberty phase has gone. The identity development is something that happens gradually throughout your life. That, I feel, could be affected by Minhee Jin in a negative way. Identity development is the process of like you discovering who you are as a person, and internal and external factors play a role in the identity development of young people. And in some cases, young people can actually, you know, create their own identity, or should I say establish their identity. But more often than not, identity is something that is established by other factors, role models, people you look up to and aspire to be like. And mind you, when they debuted in 2022, none of them were of the age of 20. None of them. So they had 3 years of like their minor years, and or should I say, I guess 2 years or 2.5 years before they had their birthday. They're still not developed cognitively. They're still not developed emotionally, relationally, ethically, morally, identity-wise. And that's why I'm like bringing up the whole identity part, which is like one of the most important parts, because saying something like she's like integral to our identity, you could say the group. Maybe they mean the group identity, but like I can't separate the group from the girls, because they are, you know what I mean? They are NewJeans, and a lot of the, well, I'll say just about every artist in Korea, their personality sometimes becomes a shadow of what it was before they became like idols. So it's like who they are as a group is who they are, or who they are as a member of a group is who they become in a way. And that's, you know, the psychological part, which I think the industry is very, very bad for. A lot of the idols today can't find who they really are anymore because they lost so much of themselves during their career. Anyway, during their career as, you know, idols and stuff. So that's why I'm worried about the girls, because if that's the case, and like she is a manipulative person, she is, and that's another issue I have, is that she's a manipulative person. She's been manipulating the press and the media. She's been manipulating Hybe. She's been manipulating, you know, tried to manipulate us. A lot of Korean people took her side, and she played that role of like I can't do anything against this, you know, corrupt company. And there's probably some corruption in Hybe. I don't disagree completely that there isn't. There might be. I don't know of it, but I'm sure that it will probably be made very clear one day what the corruption is. Because every company has dirt. Every company. They're not really good companies. And the way that they do everything is just not, it's not always good. But I will say, when it comes to the manipulation part, I wouldn't put it past Min Hee-jin. Wouldn't put it past her to be manipulating them right now. Yeah, Min Hee-jin also kept the girls isolated from other groups. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Also, hello. Oh, hello. Hello. Good to see you. Welcome back. I remember you. I think I remember you. And I think I've seen your comments quite a bit as well. I'm going to get to your comment as well. Just a minute. Yeah, Min Hee-jin also kept the girls isolated. Yes. You guys remember when Min Hee-jin was like blaming Bong Si-hyuk for not including NewJeans and stuff, and yet Min Hee-jin is the very person that's responsible for not including them and stuff. She's the one that's been holding them in like a whole nother, you know, thing. She's not including them in anything, but she's blaming, you know, Chairman Bong and Hybe. It's just, and I'm doing well, by the way. Thank you for asking. I'm doing very well. I'm stressed because of the video that I think I'm probably just gonna delete and not do, because I've been working on it for a while. But the more I work on it, the more stressed I become, because there's so much information about this that we don't know about, and it's bothering me to keep working on it. I can give my opinion on what they said all day long, but at the end of the day, it's just like, I always have fun coming on your videos. You are very objective, as in Major. I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. It means a lot. I just, there's just too much going on, man, with this whole thing, and I'm just I don't know what to think entirely because, again, the girls, I feel like they've been strung along by Min Hee-jin. You also, let me just say this. Y'all remember when Min Hee-jin said that, oh, you know, let's just, you know, leave the girls out of it, leave the children out of it, and this is an adult thing. This is for adults. Let the adults do their thing. The kids need to be left out of it. Don't put the kids' names in it. Wasn't she the one in the first press conference that brought up NewJeans, Eyelet, and everybody else in between? She did that. And I think people are wanting people like me to separate Min Hee-jin and what she said and what she's done from NewJeans. And it's hard for me to do that because NewJeans and Min Hee-jin have been a part of each other's lives for 3 years. 3 very beautiful, important years in a young person's development. It's hard for me to just omit Min Hee-jin when the live stream that they just did is all about bringing her back. It's hard for me to separate it. I can't do it. I tried. I tried to do some kind of like mental mind thing. I tried to Professor Xavier it, and it didn't work. It didn't work. I can't separate it. So, I'm sorry, but I think Min Hee-jin's handprints are all over this. I didn't read your full comment. Let me read your full comment. Yes, Min Hee-jin also kept the girls isolated from other groups in HYBE so she could probably keep them from realizing things aren't normal. Yes, I think that's what's going on, or what happened at least. I blame as well for these because when they removed Min Hee-jin from a door, they didn't get these girls help. Oh, you saying you blame HYBE as well? Is it HYBE or a door? I don't know. They didn't get the girls help. They just made them feel more isolated. I always have. Okay, I read that one. Have you seen the HYBE employee statement about Jungkook? No, I haven't. The minute the girls did that live stream, unless HYBE is feeling generous and wants to do mediation, the girls are either going to try to break out of their contracts or HYBE. Here's the thing. I honestly believe, and this might be a little conspiratorial, and I'm not trying to throw my opinions out there as factual information. Okay, this is just my opinion. Could it be, just go with me here, could it be that Min Hee-jin told them to do this live because she knows she can't do a lot of press conferences anymore because she's like that. You're playing that out. People are already on to her. You can't do any more press conferences for real. So you're going to use the girls to do a live stream, create a YouTube channel and all that stuff. And could it be that her plan is that she's trying to have NewJeans do something to cause HYBE to terminate the contracts? That way, Min Hee-jin can have the girls for her own thing. Maybe. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but maybe. Now, I don't know how that's going to work considering there's still a lot of, like, legal stuff going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of court stuff that's probably going on behind the scenes. So I don't know how that's going to play out. But it's not a stretch to suggest that might be what's going on. Most likely, contracts are set in stone, and NewJeans are parts of their contract. Yeah, maybe. Same. I used to love NewJeans, but it's hard, especially with the damage Min Hee-jin did. And listen, and it's not even NewJeans' fault, right? Like, it's not NewJeans' fault that this is happening to them. It's not her fault. I mean, it's not their fault. It's Min Hee-jin's fault. Like I said, I don't know about the accusations of mistreatment from Hybe. I don't know about that. The interim audit that Hybe did on Adore, they mentioned that there was mistreatment and things like that going on in Adore, and when she was supposed to, in the press conference, address it, instead she deflected and said that Hybe has mistreatment. I don't know if she just did that as a tactic to kind of like divert the attention from herself and Adore, or if it's actually true that there is some sort of mismanagement and mistreatment going on. I don't know. And listen, I'm not saying that we shouldn't take what NewJeans said seriously. We should. But I don't know if they're being honest. And then during the live stream, one of the girls had brought up like an altercation that happened where one of the higher up people said that to ignore one of the girls when they were, I guess, bowing or whatever, or greeting each other or whatever. A lot of the stuff is like in my head, but I'm losing grip of my memory as to what exactly they said. But basically, an altercation happened. They took it up with their CEO, their current CEO, and they felt like the CEO doesn't trust them. I mean, if the girls are intrinsically involved with Min Hee-jin in such a way that it would be very difficult to trust the girls because of how influenced they might be by Min Hee-jin, I wouldn't really completely trust the girls either. I don't like, and then I don't even know if the story. That's the thing. Just because someone says that this happened doesn't mean that it happened the exact way that they said it, and that they could be over dramatizing it. Again, I'm still taking what they said seriously. I'm just worried that that this whole situation is just gonna get worse. It's already gotten worse. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, to be honest. What's going on after Jungkook made a statement on his dog Insta about dragging the artist. I'm reading what you're saying, but I see that you're saying something else, so I'm trying to catch on. Dragging the artist into it. He doesn't know the full story since he is in the military. Some Hybe employees were bad-mouthing him. Okay. The situation that Min Hee-jin put them in is not their fault, yes, but their responses and extreme disrespect and overall bad behavior is their responsibility. That whole story was super sus. Hybe pulled the CCTV footage of the incident, and it did not go as Hani said. At least not evidence and footage wise. Okay, got you. Yeah, I mean, let me address the point that you just made about, the way that they came off being their responsibility. And yes, I do agree with you. It is their responsibility. It is. I mean, even the fact that they're still calling Min Hee-jin CEO, even though she's not, which is kind of disrespectful to the current CEO. But at this point, I don't think they care. Which I think that's their responsibility. Yes, I agree with you. But I'm just, if they are being manipulated, and if they have been manipulated for 3 years, and because I really do think they were, it could be, yes, that it is their responsibility and their fault for saying things that they're saying. But is Min Hee-jin, like, because you can't really, like, it's like hard to separate the two. So it's like, it's their fault, but what drove them to this could very well have been Minhee-jin planting it in their brains that they're nothing without her. So they're doing all of this stuff, saying all of these things because they are in a desperate situation. And mind you, yes, I do also still agree with you that it is their fault, but also they're still, and I'm not trying to use this as a cop-out or an excuse for them. I'm not trying to defend them or anything, but they are still young. Their development is still continuing. The stages of, like, yes, like I said this earlier, but I know that they're, for the most part, most of them are past the puberty phase. But as far as the cognitive brain development, as far as the level of maturity that they are lacking in, they are not grown. These girls are not grown. Not grown. At all. They're still thinking like children. This whole live stream, them coming out and defending Minhee-jin, not themselves, tying Minhee-jin into their careers when she has been let go as CEO. Been, you know, and she's not out of HYBE, but she is not the CEO anymore. Which is still bad because, you know, she's still there. But it's just, this is why I didn't want to talk about this stuff anymore, because it's just, I didn't know it would get this bad. Had I known, I would have stopped a long time ago, but I had to say something about this, so I did make a video. I filmed a video, and I'm going to work on it more, like I said, throughout the week. I'm just really frustrated with everything that's going on right now. I'm dyslexic. So am I. I'm actually dyslexic too. That's why I'm not very good at reading things as well. I've been training myself to be better at reading, but I've never been good at reading because of my dyslexia. So I will even jumble up letters and stuff, and you know, it happens. It's a mind thing, and I don't know how to stop it. So yeah, don't worry, you're not the only one. So from one dyslexic person to another, I totally understand. Let's see. They are very young, so they most likely trust this older woman that established herself as the mother figure, and that is essential to their success, and they were most likely told. And that's what I think as well. They were told this by her. And then she even, in the Cacao talk, she even was like, they're nothing without me. If you're saying this behind their back, I could imagine what you probably told them. Your career is as successful as it is because of me. I don't know. Maybe she said that. And I'm trying to be as objective as I can, because I don't want to say that she definitively said this. I wasn't in the room when she said it, if she said it. So I don't know. But everything that they are doing points to everything NewJeans is doing now, and what Minhee-jin has done and has been caught red-handed in, leads to the conclusions I'm making in my head. They're coming out as opinions because I don't know. We don't know. You know, we don't know. But I'm trying to be careful. But at the same time, opinions are opinions, and I'm going to state mine. And I encourage you guys to state yours as well. I don't mind that at all. Let me see. Let me read these comments. Where am I at? Plus, why would they wait several months to then bring it up to the new CEO? Ah, yes, that's true. Okay, yeah, I've heard about this being an incident that happened like long before, you know, what they're because they're acting like it happened like a couple of days ago. At least that's how it came across to me. But it actually happened probably longer before the live stream even happened. Me partially reading the chat. Let me read the whole thing. Pretty much the girls are stuck in. Oh wait, is that the one? Oh no. Here we go. Plus, why would they wait several months to then bring bring it up to the new CEO when the supposed incident happened when Mihijin was still... yep, exactly. Yes, and also, for those that are not Korean speakers, I don't think you get the full gravity of how really, really, really disrespectful they were being and how badly it is coming off. Well, I've heard that a lot of Korean netizens have given the girls a lot of backlash for the live stream. But no, yeah, because I'm studying Korean, but I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at it right now. I'm still a layman. I wouldn't even say I'm a layman. Even a layman have some, legs to stand on when it comes to the language. But no, I don't know how disrespectful, but I do know that it is disrespectful to call Min Hee-jin Depunim, because she's not the CEO anymore, and so it's very disrespectful to the current CEO to call your former CEO Depunim when she's not Depunim. So they say Min Hee-jin Depunim, which is not true. That's a no-no when you in Korea. I've heard that's a no-no. They were young, but Shiny was just as young. Yes, but Shiny also didn't have a manipulator managing them. They didn't have like some master manipulator telling them that they're nothing without them. So, not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying that's what she said in the Cacao Talk. That's what she said in the Cacao Talk. So let me rewind. No. I know you didn't mean me. I was just saying. I know. I don't really know the language that well either. So I might not even know just how, disrespectful NewJeans really was in that live stream, and I don't I don't. I looked at the live stream with the subtitles, but I have no idea in Korean how disrespectful they were. So someone who knows Korean can fill me in too, because I'm interested to know exactly the context in which they were saying what they were saying. They were young, but Shiny was just young, and Mihijin was there. Oh well, yeah. She was their creative producer, but. But tell me how I've let this woman create this sort of... But see, Min Hee-jin was their creative director, but she wasn't the CEO of a subsidiary company that was managing Shiny. I think it would have been a whole different dynamic. And then maybe that's not even the thing. Maybe it's that NewJeans are her girls as well. They're young girls, and she's always wanted to create a group of young girls that I don't know what her thought process was for making these girls. A lot of people have their ideas of what she was doing with those girls, like trying to relive her past childhood trauma through the girls. I've heard that. I don't know how true that is, but I've heard it. Totally agree with you. They are not mentally very mature, but again, their behavior and attitude is not acceptable at all. And I agree with you on that. I totally agree with you on that. Straight up, I agree. Absolutely, I agree. I do apologize to my moderators too, because I know it's late wherever they are, so my mods are not here. It's not too serious. I don't really need my mods to do anything. Everybody's been being totally fine here, so y'all are good. Don't worry. I was just saying to my mods that are not here, sorry that I did this live stream without y'all. Because usually I do it earlier, and I decided to do a late one because I'm stressed. This whole thing stressed me out. Because I've been working on the video. While working on the video and trying to, put down my thoughts as to what they were saying, and then looking at other stuff, my brain was getting racked. And I was like, I can't do this. I I will mentally wear myself out trying to do this. I can't do it. So I did make a video. But it's not the one that I was working on intensely. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I just can't. And I'm not going to make myself do it. I will not make myself do it. This is really good. I think it is wonderful and amazing that you are studying Korean. I'll be rooting for you. It's yeah, I know. My Korean studying right now is just not consistent, and I need to be consistent. That's why I'm having a hard time with the language. It's because I'm not consistent. I'm trying to be, but I'm not, and I need to be focused on it. It's just hard to do that and balance life and YouTube and all the other stuff. It's hard. I'm gonna do it. I just need to focus. The amount of therapy to get the girls to realize the type of person Jin is would take years for them to realize it. And I do believe that they are operating in the way that they are, not really taking into account, or maybe they don't even believe that she is as manipulative a person as she has been not portrayed to be, but exposed as. Because it's not, the people aren't portraying her wrong. She was exposed for being manipulative. And you know it's bad if a biased, super biased news media outlet turns and exposes a person that news outlet would otherwise have supported. Crazy. I know let's see, let me make sure I'm not missing any. Not just calling Jin by her CEO title, but the way they called the current CEO's name was super disrespectful. On top of the lawyer, on top of the layer of calling Jin still the CEO, if that makes sense. Totally understand what you mean. Yeah, I got you. I wasn't paying attention to how they were calling the CEO, but yeah, if they're not calling her, the CEO, by their proper title or honorific, that's disrespectful. Intentionally disrespectful. Again, I don't think the NewJeans is doing this on their own. I really don't. Like, I don't think NewJeans would even be acting this way if Jin was not over them. I just don't. I don't see it, y'all. I don't see it. Because who's to say that they would have actually been better off without Jin? If someone else was over them, this would never have happened. This would never have happened. None of this would have happened. None. They were super disrespectful. Then Hani calling that manager out too also got a whole new wave of hate towards Eyelet from Bunnies. Let me say this, because I know a lot of people have been saying that NewJeans is terrible because they won't hold their they won't get control of their fandom. Like, they won't tell their fandom to stop being bullies and all this stuff, to stop doing this and stop doing that. And I agree that they should tell their bunnies not to do this. But again, I think that, honestly, I don't even know what to think about that. Because, like, why aren't you telling the bunnies to stop? Do you want them to attack other groups? Like, is this what NewJeans wants? By extension, is this what Jin wants? Like I said, I can't quite separate Jin's thought process from NewJeans' thought process. Why? Because NewJeans said themselves that they are intertwined. They are linked. Jin and NewJeans basically are one entity. You can't separate them. And they made that very clear in the live stream. If you separate the girls, they don't know what to do. They're lost. Doesn't sound like they came up with this on their own. Someone force-fed this. Someone fed this to them. That you're nothing without Jin. You can't do anything I gave you the makeup. I gave you the outfits. I gave you the good music. I hooked you up with good producers. I've hooked you up with good MVs. I've hooked you up with amazing concepts. I did this for you. No one else could do for you what I've done for you. And if they try, they're nothing compared to me. It's just, and I'm not saying that she said this, but when you look at the cacao messages again, it's not a stretch to assume she said stuff like this to them. Because they're acting as if Min Hee-jin is the only person that can give them the attention, the... You know what I mean? She's the only one that can do this for them. Let me see if I can get... I'm sorry, I was rambling on, y'all. I'm trying to... I told you it's stressing me out, so I'm not gonna make that video. I'm gonna do another video about the NewJeans thing, but it's gonna be like unscripted, raw. I'm gonna convey my points as clearly as I can, but at the end of the day, I apologize for the noise. By the way, that's the commercial. Let me see if I can get to the message. Let's see the comments. Where am I? Why do I feel like the thing got louder or something? There we go. Maybe that'll help. Let's see. Wait. My question is, where are the parents? Is this the one? My question is, where are the parents, and are they supporting what their kids are? Here's the thing. That's a good question, by the way. Where are the parents? Silent as the grave. Silent as the grave. The parents were all up in this whole thing with Min Hee-jin at the beginning. Now they're nowhere to be found. And I've given my theories as to what could possibly be going on with the parents in a video before. I think I said something to the effect of, if they are complicit in all of this, I would love a ranting video. I haven't ranted in a long time, so that's probably what you're gonna get, is a ranting video. And I don't mean to rant. I like to be more coherent, but I'm just frustrated with all this. But yes, my whole thing about the parents are either they were complicit with Min Hee-jin in all of this, okay? Not coerced. I mean, they could have been coerced a little bit. And then, of course, all the stuff came out about Min Hee-jin. The court acknowledged that even though they ruled in favor of her, they acknowledged that she was trying to do some underhanded stuff to hide. She was. And all of the Cacao Talk messages that were put out by, I can't remember what news publication, I can't remember who it was that did it. Dispatch? I think it was Dispatch. But, which is crazy if Dispatch did it. If Dispatch did it, you didn't mess with the wrong one, because they are all about the bias and, towards, you know how Dispatch is. They be putting out misinformation all the time. So that they got on Min Hee-jin. But yes, either the parents were complicit and they really were like doing this not caring, or, which is just terrible, or they were manipulated by Min Hee-jin as well. And if you think about it from a parent standpoint, like the moment you put someone's child in it, and you tell a parent your child is not being treated right by the higher ups, your child is being neglected by the higher ups. They don't care about anything I'm doing with them. They're not supporting me in what I'm trying to do with your daughters. They are not acknowledging their presence. Bong Shi-hyuk didn't bow to them, didn't greet them. He greeted everybody else but them. All this stuff. Yeah, I can see the parents being manipulated by Minheejin using their children as a way to get them in on it. Why they're quiet now, don't know. But I would assume it's because all the stuff about Minheejin came out, and they can no longer be put in this. That's just my guess. I'm sure it's probably bigger than that. Like the company probably did something about that. I don't know. They were never supposed to be involved in it anyway. But either they're complicit and they're just as guilty as Minheejin for exploiting their children's group name and doing all this stuff like Minheejin was doing, or Minheejin used them like pawns on a chessboard and dangled their kids in front of them and made up like a whole scenario of mistreatment and all that stuff to get them on board. Who knows? I think I even said in a video that I think that Minheejin might have told them a bunch of fluff, told them a bunch of stuff that Hybe was doing and Bong Shi-hyuk was doing, and basically told them, if you see anything that's going on that you don't like, or like, you know, I think she scared them. That's what I think. She might have scared those parents and said, if you see like any kind of mistreatment at all from NewJeans, if y'all see anything and I don't see it, come to me and tell me. I'm gonna write it down, document it, because I'm gonna present this in front of the press and the media one day. I'm going to collect all of this information, and I'm going to put it together in a nice little folder, and I'm going to present it to everyone. Because her plan, I'm convinced, her plan all along was to do this to Hybe in the first place. They just beat her to it with the interim audit. That's all. They just beat her to it. Let's see. Let me see. I feel like I missed something. Yes, of course, you're right about NewJeans, about Minheejin involvement and everything. But NewJeans, I feel like there was another one. Wasn't there? Let me see if I missed anything. Yes, I did miss a lot. Also, demanding things. Doesn't help that I'm not wearing my glasses, but I've been reading pretty well without them right now. It's just that my glasses are kind of blurry. I never clean my glasses before these live streams. I don't know why I do this to myself. Also demanding things and giving their company ultimatums publicly. Yes, they basically, I mean, it sounded to me like they were threatening Hybe. Like, if you don't, like, we got information and stuff, all of the stuff will come out. All of these things will come out. I'm like, what things are you talking about? Sounds like threats. Jesus, man. It's just, you can't make this crap up. So it sounded like they threatened Hybe and basically said, you know, we want you to give us Minheejin back by the 24th, I think it was. 24th or 25th is one of those dates. And I don't know what they're implying will happen if they don't give them back. All I know is that they said, you better give our, like, let me tone it down. They didn't say you better, but they said, like, it's our request, basically. We're requesting. But then they use other language that's very hostile towards Hybe. So it's like, I'm sorry. Something ain't right here, man. Something ain't right here. Something ain't right here. It was more like a demand than a request. The spirit of what they were saying was more of a demand. But their words were, we're requesting, right? It's kind of how it felt. Well, NewJeans has basically said, NewJeans has basically said they and Minheejin are one, so they can't be called innocent. They obviously agree with everything she's been doing. Yeah, but that's assuming that they are. Let me put it this way. That's assuming that they know that she's manipulative and don't care, or they're in on the manipulation, or they agree with the manipulation. What if they have been so manipulated that they don't even know manipulation when they see it? They could be agreeing under a false pretense that she is actually being wrongfully accused of manipulating. They've been under her thumb for 3 years. I don't even know if they even like think that what she's done to them is manipulation or not. So perhaps they're agreeing with her because they like she's been their guide. She's taught them everything. She's teaching them stuff. She's an integral part of their development as human beings as well as idols. She's teaching them this stuff. So the fault can't possibly completely be placed on them when every teacher, or should I say every student that's learning things, has a teacher who's teaching them or who has taught them. So now, okay, there is another way to look at it, and I do agree with you to a degree on that it is, they are at fault for what they say. I do agree with that. It's just that them saying that Min Hee-jin and them are one, we don't know. I don't know exactly what they mean when they say that. Like, did because then you have to ask the question, did Min Hee-jin put it in their heads by manipulating them into thinking that without her, they can't do anything? If that's the case, they're agreeing to a woman they don't even fully understand or know. They're agreeing and saying that they are one mind, thought, spirit, and all that with a woman they don't even fully know and don't even believe the what they would probably perceive as lies about her being a manipulative person. They probably don't even believe that because they don't think that they've been manipulated in any way. How could they? They're young. They've been under her before they turned 20, some of them. I don't know if two of the members 20? Or was one of the members 20 and the other one 19? I can't remember. But either way, they've all been under her while they were minors. You could say that, like I said, I had a whole video. I'm stopping myself because I'm trying not to go off the deep end with my thought process. Too many wheels turning in my brain. Because I was about to bring up the whole age limit to be tried as an adult in court. And that's like totally irrelevant to this because they're not criminals. Even though people in my comment section have said they are criminals. People in my comment section have been saying they've been criminals. And I was like, wait, what? What crime did they commit? Well, they put stickers on the high building. I was like, okay, well that's defacing, I guess private property or whatever the case. But I'm talking about like actual criminal actions. Like what criminally have they done? Like criminal to be tried as an adult, like something serious, not putting stickers on, because that's still immature and childish. I'm talking about real criminal stuff. What have they done? Oh, yeah, because they didn't do anything criminally. They're using terms that don't apply to NewJeans. They're not criminals. Thank God. Because then that would be a whole nother problem if they did something. Well, they were responsible for the bunnies, putting money together to get, funeral flowers for a rival girl group member birthday or something. I don't even know if NewJeans was actually behind that or not. That's just what people said. I don't know that. And I don't believe that bunnies would put money together. All of the stuff that they are paying for as far as merchandise for NewJeans, why in the world would they put all this money together? And how could they put... That's a lot about that I'm questioning. But anyway, I hope you understand what I mean by that, though. That like even if they are agreeing that Min Hee-jin and NewJeans are one, what do they mean by that? And like do you mean to say, NewJeans, that you're one with her in manipulation too? Like that she's manipulating and that she's... Because honestly, if they know that she's manipulative, then they were never manipulated. They were in on it too. That's the conclusion you have to make to say that, well, they're also guilty too. Like equally guilty. But they're not. I don't think they are. I think they've been manipulated to this point. They've made a very desperate move by making that live stream. a very desperate move. And I have a feeling it's going to backfire. If it hasn't already severely backfired. Like, there has been no statement from Hybe yet about, terminating contracts or anything. But it's had other effects too. So I'm just putting that out there. Let me catch up with the comments. I took my glasses off for no reason. I actually need them. Let me see. I didn't even get far with the comments. Look, I don't hold artists accountable for their fans as an army. Stay XOL. And just it's hypocritical. Wait, sorry. Stay in XOL. That is just hypocritical. But at this point, it's like they're weaponizing their fans. They could be. And I also don't think that it's possible for artists to control their fandoms. I don't think it's possible. You can tell your fan. Okay, say I have a bunch of viewers on my YouTube channel, a bunch of subscribers or whatever, and someone comes and slanders me or something, and then I say, guys, listen, I know that they said this about me, but I want y'all to be respectful. Do not go after them. Do not send hate to them. And then a large portion of my fandom doesn't even listen to me and just goes on and does it. And guess what? They're going to hold me accountable for that. You weaponized your... No, I told them not to. It doesn't matter what, idols say. If there's an injustice, a perceived injustice that the fandom senses or notices, they're gonna do what they feel is protecting and defending their idol. They're gonna do it in the name of their idol. That's how it works. So yeah, I also agree with you that idols can't control their fandoms, but the weapon, it's seeming like NewJeans might be weaponizing their fandom. Possible. I don't know, but it's possible. It's possible. Yes, of course, you're right about NewJeans' involvement and everything, but NewJeans and their parents separately consulted with one of the top contract lawyers in Korea a few months ago when they submitted the what? You finished it. I got you. The support letters in favor of NewJeans to the court. My throat. Jesus. And yet they are still following NewJeans while knowing the possible legal. Why are they doing revocated? So it's not like they are some poor little clueless. Okay, so what you're saying is rule out the possibility or rule out the whole them not knowing. So they're still following NewJeans. Okay. Then if that's the case, then I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to call names. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But as parents, they should be ashamed of themselves. But they're doing this because they think that this is the right way to support their girls. But it's not. This is not the right way to do this. I hope they realize that one day. My throat, sorry, when I start talking a lot, my throat starts acting stupid. NewJeans better have some better evidence of mistreatment. Yes. Yes. When they tried to sue Hybe to cancel their contracts because what they've said so far is not going to work. Yeah, they do need to have evidence. They can't just say, you know what, Olive B, thank you for saying what you just said. And I've said this before. Just because someone claims something happened does not mean you can just believe them and then not like request more proof, to substantiate the claims that they're making. You can't do that. You can't do that. You have to present proof at some point in time. So I want to see what they have, if they have anything. They talking about stuff's going to come out. I want to see what they have. I want to see it. I really want to. I want to see the evidence that they have of mistreatment from Hyde. That's what I'm looking for, since they put it out there. So yes, when it comes to like the girls making claims like that, I'm holding them completely accountable. It's up to them to come up with that. Now, could Min Hee-jin be helping them? Yes. They probably have phone call conversations, because I don't think that their conversations have stopped just because Min Hee-jin is no longer CEO. I think they're still talking. They're still talking. Mind you, again, I think the closeness that Min Hee-jin has with the girls is abnormal. It shouldn't be that close. That they're calling her and she's calling them, and they're talking and crying and consoling each other and all this stuff. I don't know. Something seems off about it. It's like a lack of professionalism involved in that. But it's also, you're probably breaking several high rules by being that close. I don't know. This is why I didn't want to talk about this stuff no more in videos. This is why. There's too much speculation and, possibly, maybe, probably, could be. It's just too much. And it can become, like, to a point where it's dangerous to even make certain assumptions because, you could be wrong. Which, again, it's an assumption. It's a possibility. It's probability. We don't know. Educated guess. Hypothesis. So it's not a fact. But still, it's like, how many more videos am I going to do talking about what possibly is going on? I mean, I still have my belief, right, that Min Hee-jin is a manipulative piece of crap person. But I don't know about the NewJeans aspect. Was she manipulating the girls too? It's a possibility that they are in on it. It's a possibility that they were manipulated. I'm not ruling anything out here. I do strongly believe more so that they have been manipulated though. But there's room for the belief that they weren't manipulated and that they were in on it. But I just don't think that's possible, because they have to be taught this stuff by someone. They have to. You don't just, become well, I'll put it this way. You don't just debut as NewJeans and all of a sudden you're manipulative, right? And like no one taught you this. You just became manipulative, or it was always in your personality. And you're that young? No, they were taught this. They were taught this, and if they were taught this, maybe you could still argue that they are a part of it because she taught them, hey, this is how I manipulate. I'm gonna let you guys practice manipulation too. Possibly even that. So maybe I wouldn't completely rule that out, but I don't know if that's true. I still hold to the belief that they have been manipulated. Not because I want to give the girls some kind of sense of innocence, but because the way in which all of this stuff has been orchestrated, these young girls could never have done this of their own power. Either they're being manipulated or they're in on it. But I doubt that latter part. I doubt it. I think they're manipulated and they're just pawns in this. Just like the press and the media were being used like pawns in her game. Hybe was being used like pawns in her game. She didn't have the money to afford the, what was it? How much percentage did she get? I can't even remember. God, it's been so long since I actually talked about that. She got whatever percentage she got. Was it 18% or something like that? Then she gave 2% to the Adore, the Adore people, staff at Adore, and she kept the rest of it. But she had to borrow like money from Bong Shi-hyuk to pay for the shares, to buy the shares anyway. So it's like she's using Hybe in her game. She's she was the highest paid executive in Hybe, in all of Hybe. She was the highest paid executive. That's why this stuff doesn't make sense to me. That's why it doesn't make sense, y'all. That's why it doesn't make sense. Oh, okay. All right, let me read the comments. I'm sorry. Let me see. Where am I? Whoa, that moved up way too fast. I'm so behind. Y'all give me just a minute to catch up. Could not possibly know any better. No more excuses from them. You were not letting up. You were like, Hey, listen. You know what? And then there's some justification for your feeling that way too. Honestly, I'm not even gonna fault you for that. I'm not gonna fault you for that. I'm not. I mean, Hedin had her. Wait, I'm sorry. Hedin. I can't even say these girls' names right. Hayin. That's not Hedin. Hayin. Sorry. Hayin had her in 2 Kids K-pop group before NewJeans. So I mean, really, interesting. Their parents are on board too. Obviously, they submitted the petition to the court just like those girls. Yes, they did. But I don't know to what extent are the girls like. Are they on? I don't think they're on par with the adults. The adults have more of a responsibility and accountability than the girls do. I think the girls submitted it because there's probably manipulation from both the parent side and Minhee-jin's side. Double manipulation. And they're literally being, and it's not their fault because they're being put in a situation where they are led to believe that what the parents and Minhee-jin are doing for them is the best course of action for them. So they are going to write, petitions in support of Minhee-jin. They're going to write petitions to the court, obviously. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. The whole situation has me thinking I'm not letting my kid become a K-pop idol until 18 or possibly never. I sympathize with you. Completely. I totally get you on that one. No. Not letting my kid become a K-pop idol. Absolutely not. Minhee-jin talk crap about their kids in those Kowtow messages, and they still support her. That's yes, exactly. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm trying not to take my glasses off too much, but that's what I was saying earlier. Is that she talked crap about them in the Kowtow messages. The girls know about it. Do they think that it's a lie? And if the parents just, how can you be a parent and you look at the Kakao Talk messages where she's insulting your children and not get offended or upset? Or maybe Minhee-jin contacted the parents and said, yeah, it's not what you think. The Hybe is doing some trickery. Hybe is doing some trickery with the messages. And Dispatch is just trying to doctor these messages up. They're actually taking what I said out of context. Who knows what she told the parents? If she told the parents anything. There's so many moving parts to this. Like, why haven't the parents spoke against Minhee-jin? moving parts, a whole nother plot hole that we'll never have filled because we'll just be making up headcanon to fill in the blanks of why didn't the parents say something when they saw Dispatch release those Cacao Talks and her talking crap about their girls, calling them, fat pigs and in schoolgirl uniforms and all this stuff. Why didn't they say anything? Could it be possibly that Min Hee-jin said something to try to smooth it over? I have no idea. It's just there's too many people with too many different intentions. You don't even know if they're all, working in cahoots or whatever. I don't know. At this point, it's just like I don't know. I really don't. Someone said both. Yeah, that was probably to what I was talking about a while back. Whether or not the NewJeans girls, I think that's what that was. Hitman Bang couldn't even remember V's name for the first few years of BTS careers. NewJeans were paid $5 million, have a luxury apartment, and were brand ambassadors within their first year. Yeah. Min Hee-jin kind of messed their whole careers up by doing that 2-hour prep. I mean, people have been blaming the interim audit for that. Well, the interim audit is what caused her to come out in the first place. Well, the interim audit is the reason why she even did the 2-hour thing that she did. The press conference. It was because Hybe acted. Hybe disrespectfully did that. Hybe, leaked private DMs and private messages and all that. They were the first one. Yeah, but Hybe also found that Min Hee-jin was basically plotting to do the same thing. They didn't know to what scale, but they certainly saw there was some dirty stuff going on, and they had to get ahead of it. They played, for the time, it worked to Min Hee-jin's favor because, them acting first kind of painted that picture of, look at what the company's doing to me, look at what they've done, and then now that the truth is coming out, she's like, smiling awkwardly. I just... yeah, I don't know. At this point, after the stuff they said in that live, it doesn't even matter about them being manipulated. There's no way they didn't know what they said was 100% wrong. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I mean, maybe. Olive B says 100. You said to Olive B 100%. Yeah, I mean, listen. Like I said, I'm not trying to give them. Please don't make me relive that press conference again. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat from two sides, so I probably could keep up if I looked at this one, but it's hard to do, juggle between the two. It's crazy. At this point, after the stuff that they said at the live, it doesn't matter about them being manipulated. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like, it doesn't... At what they said, it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, I don't know it... Well, okay. Let me put it this way. I agree with you because I don't know if they were manipulated or not. So I agree with you on that. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things because the facts are what's in front of us is they did a live stream. We don't see Min Hee-jin anywhere. So we can't really say if Min Hee-jin was involved or not because we didn't see her. Except for the first little bit of stuff that they said in the live stream, saying that like we were concerned that people would accuse us of doing this live stream and conducting this live stream at the behest of Minhee Jin, and so they wanted to like dispel that at the offset before they started talking about any of the serious stuff. And I just thought that was kind of interesting that they would put that they would make that statement. I understand why they're saying it, but at the same time, it's kind of suspicious to say that, because some people might not even have had it in their minds at the time that they were doing the live stream and that Minhee Jin might be involved. But I mean, some people like me would have definitely thought that, because Minhee Jin's manipulative like that. She would do that. She would have people do that for her, because that's the kind of person she has shown herself to be. But yes, I do agree with you, Olive B. Technically, it doesn't really matter if they were manipulated or not, because they did say what they said, and they meant it, and that's what we have to look at and take into account. So I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on it, because honestly, I'm trying to look at it from what my perspective and you guys' perspective too. And I do understand what you're saying, because the truth is, we don't know if Minhee Jin is involved in this. If she is involved, how involved is she? We can speculate, but it's just speculation. We don't really know. So honestly, it doesn't really matter, because what matters is they were the ones on the live stream saying that this is what we're doing, right? In the name of Minhee Jin, but this is what we're doing. So, yes, that's the only way. That's the only thing we have to judge by. So I agree with you on that, totally. Well, what they did in that, wait, where am I at? Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm right, that's where I am sorry, though, by the way. I didn't mean to bring that up to traumatize you all over again. Because I'm talking about it, but deep down, I'm like, Avery, can we move on? Can we move on? Can we just move on? Move on. Don't talk about the 2-hour press conference no more, please. Please. But there's some really, like, there's some gold nuggets in there to, like, draw from when relating to everything that's happened and is happening with NewJeans. So that's the only reason why I thought it was right to talk about that. But yes, you're right. Let me shut up about that 2-hour-long press conference and move on. I agree. At this point, I read that already. Well, what they did in that live is essentially. Well, yeah, I agree. It is insubordination. I agree. Yes, could be considered that, definitely. Because again, you don't go against the company like this. Why did you do it like this? Why like this? Just, there's so much that was said in that live stream that was just wrong. Bunnies must be super rich with all the crap they've been doing. Too bad they didn't buy more of too bad they didn't buy more of their last EP. Well, there you go there. Aggro Rich says, I know the minute the girls break out of Minhee Jin's control, it will break their hearts beyond words to know that you were nothing but a tool to someone. Yeah, and like, you know, that's if they really are being manipulated, which I do believe they are. And yes, it will definitely break their hearts. I think it will. But, you know, before that, there's going to be, like, that stage of denial. No, there's no way that they manipulate us. She always had our back. No, it's like... She's really... Honestly, Minhee Jin has shown herself to be selfish. It's all about her. In my heart of hearts, I don't think she cares about the group one bit. Not as much as she pretends to. I don't think she cares. I don't think she cares. In her mind, she is the one that gave them their start. In her mind, she is the one that paved the way, that made the road golden for them. She paved their success in gold. She did it. Not them. They didn't give themselves any credit, barely, for their part in their careers, in their own careers. They gave more credit and praise to Min Hee-jin and the people that worked on what they worked on with Min Hee-jin. She gave them more praise than they ever gave themselves. And that's very telling. You could almost imply that she put it in their heads that they are nothing without her. And that, honestly, maybe, possibly, Min Hee-jin feels like she could have did this with any girl group. Like, NewJeans probably isn't that special to her. Again, referring to the Kakao Talk messages. But, let's be real. Let's see, I know. Okay, that is where I am. Let's be real, that live was 99% of them demanding Min Hee-jin be brought back to her CEO position after the court said she's damaged the parent company, Hive. It was all about Min Hee-jin. Yes, absolutely all about Min Hee-jin. And she continued to make it all about her. I did this, I did that, me. It was me, I did this. I am the one. Me. I made the girls what they are. The girls are nothing without me. I did everything. Me. And then when she talks about NewJeans, she calls them her girls. They're my babies, my girls. Mine, me. It's very Luciferian. Me. My. She's very self-centered. Aren't most bunnies super young? Oh, yeah, I would imagine they are. Only young, immature children would do this kind of stuff. The stuff that they're doing, only young, immature people. And if they're not young people, then they're probably just young in mind. But I would highly believe that they are predominantly young. Probably as young, if not younger, than NewJeans themselves. It's not possible for any artist to completely control their fans, yes, and thus are not accountable for those fans' actions. But it is the ethical responsibility of an artist group to attempt it. I agree with you there. They didn't really even attempt. So the one of you had stated beforehand that it does seem like they're weaponizing their fandom. If you don't even attempt to correct them, yeah, it definitely can be seen as weaponization. Absolutely. And no one would be crazy for assuming that when there's been no attempt made. So I agree with you. Definitely. Let me see what your name actually is in English, because I'm terrible right now. I'm just gonna take a side trip so I can actually call you something. Hoshi Era. I think that's what that is. Hoshi Era. I hope I'm saying that right. Hoshi Era. Okay. I'll try to remember that. Hoshi Era. I'm still learning, guys. I'm not good at it. Let's see. Interesting. Wait, whoa. Let me go back. I don't want. Have no hate or anything against. Let me see. Where am I? I see. I went way off. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Sorry, not interesting. Intervening. Oh, is this the continuation of the comment? Oh, got you. ... Got you. Got you. Continuing on what you said. But it is the ethical responsibility of an artist or group to attempt at intervening and at least try to say something to at least try to stop those type of fans' bad behavior. It's the good faith attempt to stop fans' bad behavior that counts towards artists' responsibility. I agree. I thought most bunnies were actually middle-aged men. I don't know about that. Oh, that might have been actually what you said. Did I misread something? I think I misread something. I think it might have been that comment. I misread something. That's my fault. My fault. Great job on the name. Thank you. Hoshi-era. Let's see. It's very unprofessional, the relationship she has with those girls. Absolutely. I believe it is very unprofessional. The level of communication that they have been on, when she said that the girls called her and comforted her, this woman is like in her 40s. These kids are, I don't even know what age they were when she said that they comforted her. But they are nowhere near the double-digit ages quite yet. Well, I mean, they are now in, like, I think one or two of them are in their 20s. But, like, she's still way older than them. And they're comforting her. Her job is to make sure they are good. Her job is to make, no matter what's going on with you, your job is to ensure that the girls are okay. Not them calling you and comforting you. And the fact that she felt comfortable enough to say this in public? What the freak is wrong with you? That's weird. That's weird. Weird. Alright, anyway, I'm moving on. I'm not going to go there. I'm sorry, I brought up the press conference again. I apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to bring up that press conference. I apologize. Let me go back. Let me make sure I got all the comments. Jesus. Okay, you're saying something to Olive B. Yes, she did. She did have 18%, and with borrowing money from high. Yes. Let's see what else. She was trying to corner Hybe to a place where they had no choice but to sell their. Yes, yes, absolutely, that's what she wanted. Without a doubt. I feel so confident about that. I don't even need to say possibly, probably. They're like, it's already out in the open, the methodology that she was using. Very clear. Well, I'm not saying all their fans are creepy, just that, honestly. God, uncle fans. I guess I could be considered an uncle fan because I'm like 33 years old. But I'm not really that big of a... I was never really that big of a fan of NewJeans to begin with because I'm not a girl group stan. I'm mainly a guy group stan. I don't know a lot of girl groups out there. So... See, I still can't believe how... I still can't believe how all of this crap happened. She literally seems to have been planning this since at least 2021. I personally believe she's been plotting since she's joined Hybe. There have been people that have said that. I believe yes, think she might have been. It's funny because some people have been saying, and of course I don't believe this, but some people were like, I do believe she's planned this like since she joined Hybe. And that the reason is because she's an SM double agent or something. And I was just like, no, she's not an SM double agent. No. Definitely not. She's in for herself. She knew that they were going to give her her own, company or whatever, her own label or whatever. And I think she had plans to take that label away since a long time ago. First girl group she gets, she's going to pour all of her insight, her knowledge, her creative expression into, and make it so big that she's going to try to make her own Bong Shi-hyuk BTS story with them and break away from Hybe somehow, have a door to herself, and create the biggest girl group that K-pop and the West has ever seen, and make basically a girl group version of BTS. And I think that's what she was planning on doing. Yeah, they were unbelievably rude and mannerless. Like, how on earth? Please don't make... Yes, this is how behind I am. I'm reading it now. Yes. I apologize. NewJeans planned to take Big Hit Entertainment and BTS plus 3 years ago. And end BTS three plus years ago. But somehow Big Hit Entertainment rebranded themselves as Hybe. So her plan... Well, I mean, I never thought of it like that. Like that she... I mean, okay. I do believe that she doesn't like BTS. I do believe that she probably wants BTS's career to be over. But I don't know if... Yeah, that's a tough one. If she was really trying to take over the entire Big Hit Entertainment, how would she even get away with that? What would she... how... Oof. Yeah, no, I mean, that's big. That's a big statement there. I don't know about that. But it's possible that she might have been trying to do that. It's possible. Man, that press conference really is going down as part of all-time crazy K-pop history. With how this problem has affected both LE SSERAFIM and Islet, I still can't believe NewJeans don't know what is happening or what their fans are doing. Maybe it's they got way too popular early. That is very concerning to me as well. That they never brought up anything concerning Islet. They never brought up anything concerning LE SSERAFIM. They probably can't even say Islet's name right now because of the whole lawsuit. I think is still going on with B-Lift Lab and Adore. I don't know. Maybe it's still going on. I'm thinking it's still going on. I don't know. I haven't been intrinsically involved, looking into this stuff as much as I was when I was talking about NewJeans and all this stuff before. So I'm not sure if it's still going on, but it's a mess right now. It really is a mess. All of it. And the fact that they haven't brought up LE SSERAFIM or, could it be? Yes, I do. Maybe they did. Maybe they did receive fame too soon. Maybe that has something to do with it. But I can't believe that they wouldn't know what their fans are doing to those two groups and what they've done. I can't even say proper English right now. Let me slow myself down. I don't know if they even... The fact... Think, Avery, think. My brain is acting stupid. I'm having brain farts for real. With regards to what they have done, I don't even know if they've realized what they've done to those two groups and the effect that their words have had on, and their fandom has had on those two groups. And I don't know how they don't know. I don't know how they don't know. Because, like, it's out there. This is why I didn't want to talk about these people, because there's so many questions. I have more questions than answers. And then the questions have questions in them. It's like there's questions within a question within questions. How do y'all not know the damage y'all have done to Le Seraphim and Islet and all this stuff? The damage that your former CEO has done. The one who said, let's leave the children out of it, but brought the children in it in the first place. Ooh, it's exhausting to even talk about it, man. It is. It's exhausting. When their video started with... I'm trying to make sure I didn't go skip over anything. Okay, no, I don't think I did. When their video started with Mooney telling them to do the video, yeah. They can't be that blind. They're clueless. How? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that. How could they? How could they not know? They can't be that blind and clueless. I mean, they seem to know everything that's being said about Min Hee Jin, according to Danielle's statement. To lead, yeah. So I don't think that they're just clueless and don't know what's going on. They know. So how could they not know? You know, at this point, how could they not know that their fandom is doing stuff or saying stuff and being very hostile, and that Min Hee Jin basically caused, I don't know. It's just, you could wreck your brain to insanity trying to figure out all this stuff. I should have brought me a water up here. I don't know what I was thinking. Doing a live stream with no water. Bad idea. See, the fact NewJeans don't acknowledge the producing... Yes, exactly. Producers, I got you. I mean, and they basically did say, like, in the live stream that, hey, you know, our, like, the people that we've worked with have been, you know, operating under unfair demands and things like that. So perhaps they're talking about everybody, including the producers. But I don't know. They, like I said, they mainly gave credit to Min Hee Jin. Min Hee Jin is like the backbone of NewJeans. NewJeans didn't talk about their talent, didn't talk about their hard work. They didn't talk about, you know, what they contributed. It was all Min Hee Jin. Min Hee Jin is the messiah of our careers. Let me see what other comments do I need to look at before. See, they can't be that blind. I think I read that one already. In fact, the NewJeans don't acknowledge the producers. Yeah, I've read that one already. Let's see. I know this is not for me, but I'm just reading over it. Actually, oh no, sorry, exactly. And then they went on to talk about Minhee-jin for almost the entire live. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, see, it's all about Minhee-jin. It's not about NewJeans at all. NewJeans and Minhee-jin are one, but we're gonna talk about Minhee-jin because Minhee-jin is like the real. She's the real reason why we're doing all this. It's like, great job on the name, yes. Hoshiana. They did it without a staff member present, or the staff member, or one of Minhee-jin's goons. Possibly. I wouldn't put it past them, y'all. I wouldn't put it past them. One of Minhee-jin's people was behind it. That was next level inappropriate. Them confronting their 40-year-old CEO. Yes. I know. When Big Hit Entertainment in... So let me read that right. With Big Hit Entertainment in 2013 almost going bankrupt, and the top and artists were the top and artists were at the same management branch, or more professional. Yes, got you. I read it successfully. Like I said, I totally understand the dyslexia stuff because I get it. She was planning to take Big Hit Entertainment away from Bong Shi-hyuk when she joined Big Hit. I believe that. I do believe that, guys. Like, I totally believe that to be the case. Absolutely. No, you are not an Uncle fan. That's typically... Well, I was only saying it because of my age, but okay, yes, I do agree with you. I'm not an Uncle fan. I don't fit that criteria. I'm glad about it. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad about it. I'm just... No, you are not an Uncle fan. That's typically, or at least originally used to refer to a specific type of older man. PDF. Got you. That's what y'all mean by Uncle fans. Got you. Okay, I definitely don't fit that criteria. You are right. Because I sure as heck ain't doing that. Yeah. I don't want the FBI coming to my house. Got you. I thought her messages with the shaman said something like that. Oh yeah, and that's another whole thing too, the shaman stuff. God. I didn't know how involved the shaman was in all of that until I looked at the stuff where she was like talking to the shaman constantly. I think the shaman was like and then of course, oh yeah, the whole sorry, let me not say that word. The unalived deceased sister that the shaman was like supposed to be embodying the spirit of, and then she like transferred the spirit to like someone else who Minhee-jin picked. Yeah, then the what was it, the rice cakes or something that she cast some kind of shamanistic power on to, I don't know. Those rice cakes might be working. Those rice cakes might be working, y'all. And I know that I'm like laughing about some of this stuff, but it is serious, okay? This stuff is serious. Because the girls' mental health are at stake. But you can't help but look at the shaman rice cake thing and not chuckle a little bit. Yes, definitely not. Yes, I'm not that. You right. You ain't lying. That ain't me. That does not describe me. Sorry. Like, I'm of the age where I could actually be considered like their parents' age. Like, that's... Oof. The fact that every NewJeans release has had a scandal scandal accosted with tell me that let me read that again. The fact that every NewJeans release has had a scandal accosted with it, I guess, tells me that that the woman didn't know how to market any other way other than with negative publicity. Tells you how bad of a CEO she was. I think I did embellish a little bit in that, but I think I got what you're saying. Gotcha. There's a lot of NewJeans male fans. There's a lot of NewJeans male fans in their 30s. Really? See, before I knew that Uncle Fan was like a PDF, I was like, oh yeah, I think I probably fit that because like I'm in my 30s or whatever, and I'm a fan of NewJeans somewhat. So not too big of a fan, but I'm a fan. But like that it means more than just that. What I said it meant. It creeps me out that there's some Uncle fans, Ajushi fans. Oh God, that's dangerous, man. The cursed rice cakes she fed to the former Hype CEO, yeah. NewJeans is now allegedly trying to get the fact that Jungkook supports NewJeans to rally armies behind when he just said don't attack the girl. He said don't attack the girls, and he said don't use the girls as well. And that might have been possibly his message to Min Hee-jin. Possibly. Y'all heard what I said. Possibly. Alright? Possibly. Let's see. That woman. The demographic of the majority of NewJeans fans is not young kids. That's really? It should be young kids that should make up the majority. But then again, I kind of understand why, because by design, K-pop runs on young people that are old enough to make money to buy the merchandise, to pay for the concert tickets and all that stuff. A lot of parents are not going to pay for their kids' concert tickets to see these groups. So yeah, I kind of get it. I kind of get that. But uncles, though, I feel like cursing, but I can't. I don't want to. I can. I'm just not going to. I'm not going to operate on that. I'm not going to do it. But my God, Jesus, man. It's just. So you mean to tell me that it's. So you mean to tell me it's Uncle fans that are doing all this? It's Uncle fans doing all this? All this childish stuff? Uncle fans are doing this? What? Oh, wow. If that's true, that's terrible, man. Oh, the maturity level of people, of Uncle fans in South Korea. God. Oh, wow. Alright, anyway. God, that's disgusting, bro. That's disgusting. Possibly, yeah. Hey, just putting it out there. You know, people that look at my videos, when I say possibly, they translate it as a different word. Like, oh, he's saying absolutely. How dare he? No, it's possibly, man. Possibly. Chill. I mean, they can be normal, but some people ruin the reputation of the majority. Yes, that's true. That's very true. Yes, a majority are males in their 30s. Ugh. I mean, who else has been obviously using those girls to get her job back and put her, and that's what I believe strongly, is that she's manipulating the girls, using them as her mouthpiece to vicariously through them being her proxy get her job back. That's what I think is going on. They're acting as proxy for her. That's not funny, but yeah, imagine them singing the Cookie song to those guys, to those weirdo PDF Uncle fans. I bet you they're just, oh God, that's so. No, I would never let my daughter be a K-pop idol. Nope. Never. Or my son. Never. I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. And then, of course, you've got the whole incident that happened with Omega X, and how they were like essayed and tried to be. They were coerced into doing things for the manager there. That woman. Oh my God. Oh. I could never let my son or daughter be a K-pop artist. I don't even know who the company is. I don't know who the people running it are, what they're like. I don't know if they have weird fetishes. I don't know if they're creeps. I don't know if they are predators, sexual predators. I have no idea who these people are. And I'm entrusting these people I don't know with my child, who is probably going to be either 14, or I would never let my child do that. Would never. 14 to maybe 18 years old or 19 or whatever age they are when they debut. I don't think I could do it, guys. I don't think I could do it. And yes, the Omega X situation was totally exposing like the companies doing stuff and like the underhanded stuff that goes with that business. Y'all have heard those stories of companies that basically give their artists to businessmen and say, hey, look, this will forward your career and stuff like that. If you don't comply, this will be the end of your career as you know it. Things like that. That we've seen stories like that before in the Korean entertainment industry. Whew! I don't think I could put my children in that. I couldn't do it, y'all. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I will say, when it comes to like the dirty aspects of K-pop, never in my life am I ever a part of you know, of giving that credence or giving that space on my channel ever. And if I do ever talk about it, it'll be to talk about it in an exposing kind of way. It'll be to call it out and say, hey, more people should talk about this and call this stuff out. And support these idols that are struggling like that. That's just terrible. You know the damage that it probably did that it definitely did mentally, psychologically, physically, emotionally to those guys. That manipulation and SA stuff and harassment was on display. This one is covert, but I believe it's happening. I believe it's happening. I'm not talking about like to the extent of Omega X. I'm just saying like the manipulation as in like the psychological, mental manipulation. The mental gymnastics, that stuff. It's covert, but I believe it's there. Let me go. I've ranted again a lot. Let me see. Let me go back up. Oh, by the way, guys, before I continue and read the comments, do me a favor and hit the like button on this live stream. Let me know that you enjoy it. I normally don't do live streams this late, but I really felt stressed, and I really wanted to do this live stream now. So this stuff stressed me out. But yeah, definitely leave a like on the live stream, and yeah, show your support. Totally free. You don't have to pay for anything. It's totally free, guys. So make that black thumb turn gray for me, or white, whatever color it's supposed to turn. And I would appreciate that very much. Thank you, guys. And thank you guys for being here, because I didn't even think anybody was going to show up, to be honest. Let me see. Uncle fans. I'm trying to make sure okay, yeah, and I mean they. Who else has been obviously using? Okay, yeah, I read that one. Yeah, or exactly. If you look at some of the stuff that they're doing online, yes. Oh my God, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, the reality, young girls, but most NewJeans are older men. Okay. The really young girls, gotcha. 60% males and 40% females. Really? Is that the statistic? Is that the fandom statistic? God. Imagine singing. Oh yeah, I read that one. Gosh. Oh. Ugh. Male fans can be of any age, but that term uncle fan is typically usually to a smaller. Okay. Gotcha. Anyway, yeah, Cookie, yikes. And she said it was about making a record, but she loves them and is the only person looking out for them. Yeah, she was talking about Girl Scout cookies, right? That's what she said it was about, Girl Scout cookies. She said it was about Girl Scout cookies. It was about it was making music with the love of making cookies or something weird like that. Some people said that was smart of her to say that. I don't think that was smart. I think that was her trying to wiggle her way out of that in the most decent way possible. But Minhee Jin, that you gave those girls that song, that's not cool. That was serious mistreatment. Ooh, sorry about that. That was serious mistreatment and abuse. Yes. Yes, Omega X was definitely serious mistreatment and abuse. Absolutely. or everything that happened at the first. Wait, at the first. Everything that happened at the and how they use their group at the TS. What is TS? One of TS groups were physically assaulted by their manager. Actually, it kind of reminds me of the thing that came out about the Japanese producer or manager or whatever he was, who did some very disturbing and terrible, unspeakable things to the boys that he recruited and signed and stuff. That was that. And that, like, some of the guys were like, well, you know, I just wanted to make sure he was happy, and, you know, I still credit him for my career. And they didn't, like, a lot of them didn't want to say anything bad about him. But ST Entertainment, oh, gotcha. But yeah, a lot of those people didn't want to say anything bad about the guy. But he was a disgusting man. And what he did to those guys, oh my God, he's burning. I know he's burning for a fact. I know he's burning. K-pop industry is a hellhole. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There have unfortunately been way too many examples of real mistreatment and abuse in K-pop. So that's why when Hani said manager telling their artists not to talk to her as being mistreatment. Yeah. That, so there are Koreans that, you know, are, I don't know how old these people are, but there are Korean viewers and netizens that believe that that is like a legit mistreatment. Like, oh, you know, don't pay no mind to her and all that stuff. I get it, but it's like, that's not real mistreatment. That's not real mistreatment. Real mistreatment? No. Not even close. And like you said, compared to the examples we have in the industry, that pales in comparison. And I'm not trying to downgrade people's experiences, but my God, that's nowhere near. And like I said, we don't really know the details. Like, they're telling us what happened, but honestly, I think Moonlight TV, he kind of explained it in a better way than I ever could, of that whole thing that went down. Like, there could have been more to the story that was left out. And he also brought up, like, how they were talking as well. So yeah, credit to Moonlight, because he's been covering this stuff and doing a very good job of it. Also, I think there's a lady who's been covering this stuff called, I think her channel's called Asian Culture and Entertainment, Asian Entertainment and Culture, something like that. Props to her too, because she's been like really given like really good details about this whole thing from start to finish. She's been covering it. Both of them are really good at covering them. Of course, I think they both have had their field in journalism at some point, I think. So, who better to cover it than journalists that are not in the industry anymore, you know? Where are we now? Unfortunately, been way too many others. Hyde is still a company, and companies suck. But other than overworking their artists seem to be treated okay. Yeah, that for the most part, yeah, they aren't put in. Not all of the companies put their artists through situations like the examples that we've been talking about so far. Like, not all of them. Just some of the ones that are probably not as well known or recognizable. So yeah, for the most part, yeah, they're not being treated bad, except for the overworking part, which, by the way, I'm going to go back to talking about Eddie from what's that group? Ensign? Because I need to say something about that. And I got backlash from a viewer or two viewers or so talking about Eddie, the Eddie situation. I think it was one viewer particularly. But I'm going to put out a video talking about that again because a TikToker actually had brought up something very interesting that I think should really be given a second look. Because like the viewer that was talking to me was like, you misrepresented Eddie and his intentions in your video. You aren't being sensitive to the situation, basically. Eddie doesn't want all this information out there like that, and you're just helping to spread it further. Like, you're not taking into consideration his feelings and the fans' feelings. They did, they brought out the information with the good intentions, but it wasn't what Eddie wanted because the app, was like it's the kind of app that he did the live streams on. Well, not live streams, but it's more like a chat thing, like live chatting, or I don't know. Is it live chatting? It's been a minute since I covered it. But anyway, that's something I definitely need to talk about. Eddie from Ensign. It's not really a popular thing in K News, really. It was like a one and done thing, but basically, it was kind of recent. But basically, what happened was this group was in I think it was like a survival show, and the group was formed after the survival show, but 3 other members were added to the group, and I think Eddie was one of those 3 members that were added to the group. And of course, I gave my opinions on my video. I'll put it this way. Those of you who probably don't know about this one, I do have a video about Eddie and the Ensign thing that goes into, what happened. I didn't make a follow-up video, but I am going to make a follow-up video because I think he was one of the members that was put in with the group after the group was already formed. There might have been some animosity from the other members that were already established as a part of the group towards the 3 members. But Eddie basically went to the app that he talks to his fans on and basically said that he's had enough, that the group is not a real group. We're not family. He said we're sure as F ain't friends. The company, and like he basically said a lot of stuff. He said it's taken a mental toll on him. He's done. He's tired of it. Before all of that, and of course the company put him on hiatus for mental health reasons, but Eddie's like, I'm done. And by the way, Eddie is a K-pop artist, K-pop idol, who's a part of the group, but he is also I think he's from America, so he's American Korean American. So he's not really from Korea, but at the same time, it's still like bad because of I don't know what went on, but if what Eddie says is true, and he's like stuff's gonna come out and all this stuff, he's like, I'm done. I don't want to be basically he doesn't want to be a part of this group anymore because they're not a family. He's like, we're not friends, we're not family. He said a lot of stuff, and so I don't think they're gonna be. I don't know what's gonna happen to the group. 2 members are still missing from the group. They've been put on hiatus, I think, because the group has been overworked, and that's what I was also wanting to point out, because you brought up overworking, companies overworking their idols. Yeah, Ensign has not really had a break since they debuted, and I can't quite remember when they debuted. but they are a relatively. How long have they been out? Oh yeah, another reason, guys, why you probably don't know about Ensign is because their fandom is primarily and predominantly Japanese. They have a Japanese appeal that a lot of K-pop groups don't have that kind of appeal, but their core fandom, I think, is in Japan. So that's another thing. Whew, it is getting hot up here. And I'm out of water. I'm going to have to get some water. Let me see. I'm still a company. Oops. Yes, the dark side of K-pop absolutely exists. A huge problem, but is by no means exclusive to K-pop in any way. Gosh, yes, that's true. The U.S. music industry, yes, it is. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Valley, the world of sports. Shoot, even, yes, figure skating, there's some toxicity in all of that mess. The ISU, and I'm a huge figure skating fan, so, you know, I know there's some drama in all that stuff. All have the exact same type of similar issues, problems, and abuse going on, both now and historically. Yeah. Oh God, not the Johnny's guy. I agree. Everything in everything industry that has kids in it are extremely abusive. Really. Like when Shiny's Nuna was here, I think I talked with her about it. You know, when Shiny became a very famous group or whatever, and Taemin was like 14 at the time, the hosts of the variety shows were like sexualizing the kid. And the members of Shiny had to like constantly get in between the hosts, trying to inappropriately like touch him and stuff like that. The members were constantly had to get in between the hosts and Taemin to avoid, you know, them doing that to him. So very inappropriate conduct even from the hosts of variety shows. And it's trying to sexualize a 14-year-old boy. Like that's disgusting. Like no. That's why kids shouldn't be in K-pop. One of the primary reasons right there why young people should not be in K-pop that young. It might be, you know, the age range to be tried as an adult in Korea might start at 14, but no idol should be debuting at 14. Period. Try to research the TRCNG abuse case. You will be horrified of how those young boys will. I'm gonna look into it. I'll try to actually, let's just screen capture that so I can actually have it with me so I can look at it, because I do definitely want to look into that. And I do want to do like the history of kind of videos as well. I said this for the longest time. I wanted to do like a Tyga JK, history of underground Korean hip hop and rap in South Korea. I want to talk about that. I want to do like the history of K-pop groups, the history of this, that, and the other. I want to do all that stuff. History of J-pop artists, because J-pop was my first love before K-pop. Loved me some J-pop, man, when I was a kid. Still love it. But K-pop is like my thing. It's my niche. Right there. All right. Done. Yeah, definitely watch my video talking about the Ensign Eddie situation, so that you guys, for those of you who don't know about Ensign and Eddie's situation, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna revisit it soon after I put out this NewJeans high NewJeans, mainly the NewJeans like video. I'm gonna just I might put out one more video talking about the NewJeans thing, but it's on the aspect of the girls are not to blame predominantly for what has happened. That's my belief. That's why I'm making a video about it, is that the girl's not to blame. I'm going to talk about all of the stages of development when it comes to puberty. I'm going to talk about sexual development, identity development, emotional development, social development, moral development, cognitive and brain development, and how I believe that NewJeans has played a huge role in the developments of these girls, to the point where, you know, they are doing stuff like making live streams advocating for the career of their former CEO to be restored, and basically saying things like, we can't do anything without NewJeans. And, you know, just kind of presenting the case that NewJeans is the real culprit here, and that all the actions that NewJeans are making now is a result of what she has done. She did this. And the reason why I'm even doing this video is because a viewer had gotten into a very heated conversation with me in the comment section of one of my videos, NewJeans videos. And that is what sparked me to go back and talk more about this. So yeah, that's why I'm going to make a video talking about that. That one is I'm going to try my best. I have a script, but I don't know how cohesive it is. So I might have to do some revision to that, but I am going to do that. I'm going to come out with that video as well. But I probably want to do the Eddie one first. Yes, I do. Yes, Tiger JK. I want to talk about Tiger JK. I want to, you know, underground hip hop doesn't really get much spotlight because it's not as poppin', right? It's not as youthful, right? But I want to talk about that because it actually is intrinsically linked to K-pop today. There wouldn't be a rap line without underground hip hop. There wouldn't be a rap line in K-pop groups without underground hip hop. We have, you know, people like T.O.P. We got RM, Sugar. I don't know if J-Hope was in underground rap, but I know RM and Sugar for sure. We have a lot of Korean K-pop idols who started in underground hip-hop. And underground hip-hop, and the people who brought underground hip-hop to Korea deserve some accolades and some credit for what they've contributed to K-pop. So, Tiger JK, definitely going to talk about Tiger JK. For those of you who are probably new to my channel, and yes, I am about to end the live stream because my voice is about to die. This happens every time. I'm glad I recorded something before this, but my voice is about to die, so I'm going to end the live stream shortly, but not yet. I still want to read the last bit of comments here before I do. But yes, I'm definitely going to start on those videos. I definitely want to do that. And yes, I got to go back to reactions. I know. But apparently, there's some things that I got to work out. I can't quite go back yet. I thought I was going to be going back last week, and it didn't happen. And I can't do it until everything is right. Even like my camera's acting weird. That's why I haven't been on camera except for on my live streams, because I'm using my phone for that. I could use my phone for the videos too, but I can't. I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. It's a lot going on. But I will return to reactions. I promise. I will return. Yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Um, let's see. Where's the overthinking it? Overthinking. I gotta go. I gotta find. Let's see. That was a serious. Everything. One of the groups. Oh, yep. I read that. There have unfortunately been way too many examples of real mistreatment. I think I've read that one as well. Hive is still a company. Yes, I read that one as well. Making sure I read everything. Types of similar issues, problems, and abuse going on with now historically. I agree. Everything industry that kids are in. Yes, gotcha. Oh yeah, Japanese guy was Johnny, I think. Try to research. Okay, I saw that one as well. Whoa. Trying to keep up and then not doing a very good job of it. I'll check out your video. Yes, definitely check it out. ST Entertainment, for further information, is the company that debuted BAP. Ah, okay. Okay, gotcha. Oh, I remember some of that. Yeah, most likely the company is just failing those boys. It's so sad because those boys are so talented and their music slaps. Isn't ST out of business now? I remember they treated all of their groups like crap. Yeah, they closed their doors. BAP had a comeback. Okay, got you. Yes, but unfortunately, not just industries with kids. I think any industry where there are also beautiful people, modeling industries is one of the worst, or actually any type of, I mean, even Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, we've heard of the stories. Of that kind of disgusting behavior going on in Nickelodeon, in Disney Channel, all that stuff. So yes, just about any industry that involves beautiful people, talented people, beautiful and talented people, yeah. And they always have like the creepiest people running the whole thing. I don't understand. It's strange. I used to watch those shows too, and I loved them. There was some weird stuff in it that I didn't understand, but when you realize who was conducting that stuff and who was the mastermind behind the shows, then now that you look at those scenes, you're like, oh, that's what you were trying to insinuate? That's nasty. Like the lotion scene in iCarly. No, not iCarly. Victorious. I used to watch Victorious. I miss my shows, man. I'm a Disney Channel kid from the womb to the tomb. I loved me some Disney Channel. Loved me some Nick. Loved it. Oh, man. 90s kids. Unfortunately, it's not just... Okay, let's see. Whatever. People that can be used or abused by others with more power or money, yeah. I saw BAP had a comeback. Was so happy for them. Inside Western fandom is also mostly multi-stands that casually stands them, so they don't get that much attention. Yeah, right. That's why most of the attention comes from Japan. Even South Korea, they're not as famous, but in Japan, they are popping in Japan. And yeah, one of their members is Japanese, if I'm not mistaken. So they have that Japanese pull. The Japanese fandom is very vocal about Inside, more vocal than any other part of the fandom. I've noticed that. Honestly, K-pop needs more oversight. You know, honestly, I'm sorry, I meant to read the whole thing, but I really want to just have a sit-down, a conference sit-down with every K-pop company in Korea and talk about the problems with the trainee system, the problems with K-pop idols losing their identity to the character that they're portraying as an idol, like mental health. I want to do that. I want so bad to just march up to SM or whatever, you know, JYP. And listen, JYP, I will say this. They have a program. I can feel my voice dying. They have a program that specializes in like mental health and things like that for their artists, which is good. Okay, I'll give it to JYP for that. But it's not a company-wide phenomenon, and it needs to be a company-wide phenomenon. All of this stuff needs to be mandatory. The trainee system needs to be revised completely. I mean, well, not completely. There's some aspects to it that are good. But if y'all have ever watched survival shows, mainly the ones with Yang Suk on it, and I will constantly call his name that till the day I die. Because he is a very despicable person. And the way that he chastises the trainees is downright verbal abuse. Honestly, it's like verbal abuse. I don't like him. And then if y'all don't know what I'm talking about Yang Suk of YG Entertainment. Don't like him at all. I've seen some of the stuff he said on YG Treasure Box when he was talking to some of those people. I mean, just jumping down those kids' throats. And then, oh gosh, yeah, I could make a whole video talking about that stuff and showing you clips and stuff. And it will get copyright claim to no tomorrow because I'm showing footage that is, you know, copyrighted by the owners. But I could make a video talking about that. And yes, I am also going to make more videos about vocalists. Just like lighthearted videos talking about vocalists and their abilities and stuff. I'm going to do that. Not so much comparison of the two vocalists, but I'm going to make individual ones. I wanted to do the Baekhyun and Dio one because it was fun. I really wanted to have fun with that one. Some people didn't like it, but the majority of people did and saw the positive intention that I had behind it, and I appreciate that. I'm glad. A lot of people saw it was just a fun, lighthearted video, and I enjoyed it. Honestly, I had so much fun making that video. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I had a lot of fun making that video. Loved it. It was brilliant. I think that video has the most views of my entire channel at this point, which is surprising to me. I didn't know that it would do so well. I honestly didn't expect it to. But people loved it. Some people hated it. It is what it is. I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed so many of you guys' comments as well. And like I said, I don't care. I didn't care if you voted for Baekhyun or Dio, as long as people are respectful and not saying, hey, how dare you not vote for Baekhyun? Baekhyun is the ultimate, or Dio is the ultimate, and this. Everybody, for the most part, a lot of the majority of people were respectful, and I'm glad about that. So, definitely shows you that fandoms can actually have difference of opinion and not fight each other tooth and nail. Beautiful. Love it. All right. Moving on. I'm definitely going to do more videos of that. Yes. Definitely. K-pop needs more. Okay, yeah, I was supposed to. Lord, I'm supposed to read this entire thing, and I did not. I was supposed to come back to this a long time ago. I'm sorry. Honestly, K-pop needs more oversight and regulations that actually protect the idols, especially the younger ones, instead of always trying to find new ways to protect the companies. Yes. No, because all it is the company. Like, Lucas, the whole Lucas thing with Wavy, that was to protect the company. But then they brought him back, so it was like, okay. And then there was, what else? Rise's Sunghan, who's still not back. Oh, by the way, I'm very serious about this. I'm not streaming any of their music at all until they bring my boy back. Bring him back. I'm not streaming none of their music. None of it. Will they ever bring him back? I don't know. But it's worth a try. That's the farthest I'll go as far as protesting. That's what I'll do. I'm not streaming any of Rise's music because it lets the company know that I'm okay with y'all not having Sunghan. Y'all created this group of 7 members, and y'all messed it up, so y'all have to fix it. Anyway. All right, back to what I was saying. Yeah, Taemin also had a lot of Nuna fans, older female fans, sexualizing and objectifying him. Plus 16-year-olds, Key and Minho, yes. Yes, Tiger JK and history of Korean rap, yes. Gotta happen. It's gonna happen, trust me. Oh, yes. For the underground hip-hop video, try to work with K-pop on that. The man is an expert on Korean rap culture. I haven't looked at his video, but I'll look at it. What I meant that Shao's were also sexualizing Key. Yeah, I got you. Zico was as well. That makes sense. Absolutely, but also maybe start with Solteji. Yes. I was thinking about whether I would start with Solteji or start with Tiger JK. Solteji and Boys, yes, that is Solteji and Boys is like the beginning of K-pop. I would say that's definitely the beginning of K-pop for sure. That's the beginning, man. Whew. YG, was it YG? Young Suk, he was in that group. He was one of the boys of Solteji and Boys. Yeah, somebody knows their history, man. Solteji and Boys, absolutely. Yes. Honestly, Solteji and Boys doesn't really get talked about much either. I think they should get more credit. Because that was the beginning, man. That was the beginning. Let's see. Hybe does something like that too. I've heard BTS members talk about how they speak with counselors and therapists regularly. Okay, good. Good. That's needed in the industry. Very needed. Very needed. Yeah, Hive does. I would be worried if they did with how young their artists. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The way he talked to Baby. Yeah, YG, YG has said some of the meanest and most inappropriate stuff to people on those shows. He really has. He's very verbally abusive to those trainees. YG is very, like, that man is oof. And then they're like, well, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, if we can't take criticism from, YG, then we have no business being idols because we're going to be criticized even more heavily than this when we're idols. But I understand preparing idols for the criticism. I don't agree with the method in which you prepare them for the criticism by you yourself being a very terrible critique to them as well. If you can't deal with me, how you going to deal with them out there? Like, thanks for letting us know that the industry, or that the fandom within the industry, are bad, or are just as heavily critical, if not more critical than the person who's forming the group. But it's unhealthy though. If the whole, well, I'm sorry, wait. That's crazy how they've almost erased that guy from Rise. Really? He's not even there anymore. It's annoying. It's annoying to not see all 7 members together. It's annoying. And I've made videos about that too. I've made quite a few videos talking about that. When I tell you I was annoyed. Yet again, they've done it. Yet again. Let's see. I think you might have. Did you already? Oh, maybe not. Let me see. Where's the comments? If the whole tale turns out to be false, I will literally burn SM down. Most likely isn't false, but if it does turn out to be false, then yeah. Like I said, and then I got in. Yeah, someone in the comment section had said that you can't be neutral. Oh God, I don't even have the energy to talk about it right now. I'm gonna have to talk about that later. I don't have the energy to even, my brain is just system overload right now. Socha G and boys. JK, I'm sorry for the shaking camera. It's because it's on a pole thing that's connected to a ring light, and that's why it's shaking. I apologize. I need something to brighten up this dark room. Wow, I've never done a live stream this late. This is nuts. Overlooked. Where am I? YG really tries to tear them down. He just goes too far. Yeah, no, he really does. He does. You got these boys having mental breakdowns. The girl groups, boy groups having mental breakdowns. You calling people ugly. Your only thing that's good about you is your talent. So focus on that. Don't focus on your looks because there's nothing you can do about that. Come on, man. That's very passive aggressive, but it's still very mean. You're basically calling him ugly. I'm not saying he said that, but I think he did actually call a group an ugly group, or the ugly. It's so mean. God, dog, it's terrible. How do you form K-pop groups and you just insult them like that? What's wrong with your singing? Your singing is still bad. You still suck at it. You need to do better. You've been here for such and such and such a time that you should know how to do this by now. Oh, gosh. Anyway. They absolutely should get more credit. Thank you for being somebody that feels that who feels that way and is giving them some of the attention they deserve. Yes, they really do need some attention. They need a spotlight on them. So I'm glad, and I've been saying this for like 2 years that I need to make a my English is even doing bad. That's how tired I'm becoming. I need to make like the history of series. K-pop, J-pop, Gact, Hikaru Utada, Nami Amuro, 1OK Rock, oh gosh, I can't think of all of them. Homemade Kazoku, come to me, come. The memory, my J-pop memories. Of course, Tiger JK, and then the Sotajian Boys, and all of the classic first gen K-pop stuff. Yeah, I definitely got to do that. Let's see. He said Black. Wait. I missed something. Honestly, I don't think the tail thing is false because SM totally kicked him from the group real quick. They've never done that before, as far as I can remember. Yeah, and I understand. I understand that. Personally, I don't really. It doesn't really. How do I say this? Where are my words tonight? I'm losing my sense of vocabulary. Why am I still shaking this thing? Let me move my feet. It doesn't bother me too much how quickly or how slowly they've removed someone. I just don't want this to be a false alarm that someone made up allegations and all that. So if they did remove them quickly, it better be because he actually is guilty, and not just them doing something and not really explaining and having the evidence. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand, but it's just like at the same time, it doesn't bother me too much that they removed him so quickly. I just want to make sure and see if what they did was justified. And I think there's some news out about Tail right now. I haven't looked at it, but I will look at it once I get a chance. He said Blackpink is the prettier 21 and downright called 21 ugly. What? Jesus. What's wrong with this man? 21 are not ugly. Just so you know, Mr. YG. Blackpink are the prettier version of 21. First of all, you don't crap on legends like 21 like that. That's not you. I'm talking about YG. You. It's ridiculous. Okay, he constantly called 21 ugly, looking like. Yeah, he ain't no, pretty boy. He never was. It's YG's not, he's not one of those good, no, sorry. You're not one of them good looking brothers in the K-pop group. Alright? You and JYP, y'all look related in some way. I think JYP's probably the more pretty boy, out of the two of them. We could have Jimula. We could have Jimula. We could have Jimula. Where could you move? I hope I'm doing a good impression of JYP, by the way. That's my JYP impression right there. Disco, really disco. I'm not gonna lie, I actually do like that song, even though it's a JYP song. I actually do like that song. Disco, really disco. It's just funny, that's all. I can't wait to do the history of JYP. That's gonna be fun. Big Bang are so down with YG, and they built that company. Are they though? I mean, Big Bang is kind of like gone at this point. I don't know. And I don't like GD ain't tight with him no more. I don't think he is. They tried to throw GD under the bus when I guess the press was coming after him about the drug stuff, which he wasn't doing no drugs. But as soon as that came out, like, YG just kind of like, yeah, no, you're on your own, GD. So yeah, I don't know if they're cool like that anymore. Love the history of series idea. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about doing that. Gosh, I really adore first gen K-pop. The good old days. I know, right? The good old days, man. We don't have K-pop like that anymore. Yeah, a lot of you guys are new to my channel, so I've said this before on live streams, and I think I've even said this in reaction videos, but I was a J-pop fan to the core. So much so that when Korean pop was introduced to me, I called it a knockoff of J-pop. That's how much of a J-pop fan I was. I was like, oh, K-pop. I don't know no K-pop. K-pop is like a, low-budget version of J-pop. What was I thinking? I missed out on some good music from K-pop. I was like, I think I was a kid when the first generation of K-pop was even around. I had to have been a kid. Oh man, I missed out on some good music, man. God. Well, that's the story of my life. I think the updates on Tail is that the case was sent to prosecution without detainment. Okay. That's what the article from All K-Pop said. Okay. I love the JYP song featuring Rain. Let me stop before I get copyrighted just for singing it. Yes. Let me stop before I get copyrighted. But yes, I like that song too. I like that. Oh yeah, by the way, yes, I need to do a history of Rain as well. Rain and Rainism. Rainism, Rainism. I'm gonna be a bad boy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. Make some noise. Make some noise. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to talk about Rain as well. These lyrics are so JYP songs are groovy, but his lyrics are so sexist. That is true. They are. That's true. That's very true. I didn't think about that, but yeah, I mean, that's. See, but here's the thing. He comes from a different era, and he's still stuck in that era. So I don't even think he realizes it. But the women still love JYP. They like, go ahead, brother, objectify me. You know, some of them, not all of them, but you know. Yes. Oh my Lord. I think it is time that I end this live stream because I need to get something to drink. I need to get something to drink, and it's hot up here. I haven't taken my hoodie off because I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. I'm just a skinny kid, and I should not be undressing like that, because all I have under here is whatever this shirt is called, undershirt. But yeah, I think you were spared the madness that was the first gen of. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that aspect, I'm kind of glad. Even if you didn't get to live through it, it's never too late to go back. I appreciate it. That's very true, which is why I need to go back. And you know, and that's the thing that I like about doing like series like the history of, because then I get an actual chance to research it and then go back in time, find the videos and like put them in there and just like yes. Funny enough, my own videos have gotten me into a lot of groups that I otherwise would not have even been a fan of had I not done the videos on those groups. So yes, I definitely need to do the history of series. That'll definitely get me going. Rain, the original Prince of K-pop. Yes, that's what I heard. He is the original Prince. I will say this though, the $100 bill song? That song is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in K-pop. Hands down, one of the funniest things I've ever seen in K-pop was him on the ground doing what, I don't know what that dance move. It's not even a dance move, y'all. I can't do it because I have to take the camera and put it on the floor and like show y'all at the slide thing. It's too much stuff to do. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Or if y'all don't, then I'll have to react to the $100 bill song one day so y'all can see the madness. That mess was funny. I said, this man ain't dancing. That's not a dance move. Jesus, he got out the military and just went buck wild. Yes, of course, Rain and Boa. Boa is... Oh, by the way, I think it was Boa that sung one of my favorite OST songs for Inuyasha. She sang that song. Was it Every Heart? Every Heart? I think it was Every Heart. One of my favorite Inuyasha songs was Every Heart. I did not know that Boa sung that song. I thought it was a Japanese person. She sang it in Japanese. It is an original Japanese, original Korean song, but she sang it in Japanese for Inuyasha. That's how OG Boa is. Boa is like, she was around, like she was doing stuff when Inuyasha was popular in Japan. What? Freaking Boa, dude. Put some respect on Boa. So yeah, man, I definitely am looking forward to doing some history stuff, talking about that. But yes, guys, my voice is like about to die. I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you guys so much for coming to the live stream. It was a spur of the moment live stream. I did planned it Like in 2 seconds, I planned it. I wasn't trying to do one, but I said I may as well do one anyway. So thank you guys for coming. Remember to leave a like on this live stream so that the algorithms can know that people were interested in this. If you enjoy my content, thank you so much for enjoying my content. Thank you guys, and I definitely need to say this on camera, that my channel did reach 1K subscribers, and I have nothing but you guys to thank for that. You guys are the reason why Moonlight Antonio is what it is, for real. I mean, yes, you guys come to see me and hear my voice and get my take on things, but ultimately, this channel doesn't really mean much without you guys. But J Park brought it back. Brought what back? What did he bring back? What did he bring back? I missed it. You have to rewind it for me. Rewind the tape for me and tell me what you're talking about, because I might have said something I probably forgot. But thank you guys so much for getting me to 1K. Honestly, it doesn't even feel like I reached 1K. I'm just treating everything as it always was, like the way it was. But you guys, I really appreciate y'all. I really, really appreciate y'all. It's because of y'all that I haven't stopped doing YouTube. Because I could have stopped at any time. I actually, honestly, I could have stopped a long time ago, but I didn't. I kept going because I have stuff to say. And I want to make my voice heard. And I want to build a community of people who can think critically about things and not take everything seriously. And, you know, people, I want to build a community that doesn't... It's hard for me to actually verbalize what I'm trying to say because my brain is so out of it right now. But I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Usually, I can't even speak. Look at me. I'm usually a better orator than this. You're not getting my best right now, and I apologize. But without you guys, practically, I wouldn't be able to do this. So 1K, 3 years of doing YouTube, and I finally made it, and it's because of you guys. Seriously, thank you. Thank you. 정말 감사합니다. Thank you so much. 아리가토 고자이마시타. Thank you. Yes. Wow. But that's all I wanted to say was thank you guys so much for 1K subs. I will do my best to give you good content. I will do my best to present really good quality. Not just quality as far as like production wise of everything constructed and all that, but like the quality of conversation, quality of did I take my time, which is why it's, you know, sometimes it takes like 2 weeks for me to get a video out because I'm really taking my time now. When I started YouTube, it was all about rush. I was getting so excited when I was making videos. I was just like... And reaction videos are like that, right? Reaction videos, you can just make a ton of reaction videos, pace them out throughout like 2 weeks, and it's like that's all you got to do. But like these more serious kind of videos like K-pop topics and serious stuff, I've talked about so many things in the past 2 years of doing K-tubing. I think the first 2 years I started out doing reactions, and then in the middle of the 2 years I was doing like K-tubing and reactions, back and forth, talked about K-news, branched out a little bit. Now I'm doing K-tubing a lot more than I ever thought I would. Gonna branch out a little more and do more stuff. I'm surprised at what I've done because I'm a one-man show, and it's hard to balance and juggle all this stuff as one person. But I think the motivation that I get from you guys, Moonlight community, Moonlight family, is what really motivates me and drives me to continue to like do what I'm doing. So I do appreciate you guys a lot. And yeah, now the channel is being monetized by AdSense. So that's a new feature I just discovered like not too long ago. So yeah, thank you guys. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I didn't do this for money. If I did do this channel for money, I would have quit a long time ago. I would have quit a long time ago. I could get a 9-to-5 job and I have a guaranteed paycheck. Of course, there are reasons why that has not come to be for the time being. And for those of you who are new, yeah, I'll talk about all that in another time. But for now, I just wanted to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I really do mean it. I appreciate it so much. The Moonlight family, we are Moonlight Antonio, the channel. You and I both, all of us. And like I used to say in my old reaction videos, when Mama Moonlight's not here, that's my mom, for those of you who haven't seen my reactions. Mama Moonlight is my co-host, but when she's not here, when Mom's not here, you guys are my co-hosts. And so I appreciate you guys for being brilliant co-hosts. And thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. Thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all that you've done for the channel. I feel like I'm still saying thank you. I need to stop saying thank you and end this, but I am very appreciative. Very appreciative. And yeah, so thank you guys so much. I'm going to go now. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Olive B, thank you. Hoshi Etta, thank you. Woo! I'm gonna have that name down before you know it. Haifa, I think that's how you say your name. Haifa. Thank you for being here. Iced Americano, I remember seeing you before in another live stream. Thank you for showing up again. Who else? Was that it? Wait, I'm missing someone. Chris C, thank you for being here. I think I said Olive B. I think that's everybody, right? I think that's everybody. I saw an A. Oh, Agro Rich. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Agro Rich, you were the first person to say hello. Yes, okay, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm working on it now. Rant video. I have to, because it's just rant video. But I will see you in the next one. And until then, peace. Love y'all. Sorry to my moderators, I forgot. I'm sorry. My moderators, Shinies Nuna and Ninguk, thank you. I know you guys weren't here. It's my fault because I did a live late. But I think I kind of like the late lives more because more people are here and I get to talk to more people. That's great. I love that. That is beautiful. But yes, thank you guys for being here. Big props to everyone for showing up. Remember to like the video and all that good stuff. I'm going to leave. I talk too much. I need to shut my mouth. Peace. Love y'all. Love you. Thank you guys. Thank you. Love y'all. Goodbye.